It's kind of whack. I'm sorry, but it's kind of whack that we're seeing each other like this. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
It's been a long time.
Right?
COVID has us all the way like fucked up, cooped up. Um, I'm over it. I'm just praying that 2021 brings us closer together. We could work more and just get on our grind because I'm tired of being inside.
Totally. I feel the same way. At the same time, though, I feel like it kind of helped us regroup. It kind of helped us get back to what matters. And I feel like it's cliche now saying it, because I'm saying it over and over, but I feel like it's true. I feel like it put me in my place in a few little
It
things.
it
And
definitely it definitely put me in my place and like things that I wanted to work on before and I couldn't. I definitely worked on it now. So I'm ready to come out of COVID really strong.
oh my God. And I mean, even through it all, you've been from the content you've been putting out. I see you working.
Yeah, and I wish I could put out more. It's just like it's COVID.
She's just like, yeah, it's that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing this series because I feel like there's a love behind what we do as artists, as people who are choosing careers, as there's a love behind what we do. There's a motivation that goes behind that.
Definitely.
Not for nothing too, with right now with the likes and everything going on, I feel like we're losing the real purpose. Where's the passion? Where's people not talking about what it takes to get the 1,000 likes? People not talking about, and it's more than just looking good. It's more than just playing the part.
Right.
I mean, unfortunately, with the way the social media kind of made it set up, it seems like it's all about that. Like you fit the image and you're good. You're gonna get the likes.
Right.
But this is why I'm doing this, because I feel like no, there's a lot more that goes behind that, even for the people that fit the part.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's a loss of authenticity that people lack nowadays. They want things just given to them. And granted, there's different ways where you could just make things happen. But I always think about longevity. And I think that's why I haven't like kind of sold my soul into all of that, like likes and posting every day and doing all of that stuff,
Yep.
because I want something solid. You know what I mean? Some people don't have, I don't know, I guess because they still have a work ethic, but it's just not like a super hard grind worth it. They just want to hand it to them. And I think that's where shit gets fucked up.
Yeah, totally. I totally agree with you. And I admire every little thing you're doing within the
Thank
industry, because
you.
I've seen you tap into so many little areas, from being on the video with J.I. to,
Yeah.
and you were such a cutie in it. I'm like,
Thank you,
at the same
girl.
time, going into engineering and let's start from the jump. Where does
Okay.
the love for music and the culture, where does it come from?
Okay, so it all started like when I was in college. I went to school for broadcasting, and I started doing radio, like college radio. Then I had like my own little radio show. But then again, like I always saw myself as like more of an entrepreneur. I don't see myself working for somebody or working for a company like a major I mean, I can't say I'm not a major label, but I don't know, maybe something in like radio. Like, I don't know. I just don't see myself. I always see myself um, creating my own brand and putting that platform out there for women in general. So then back in 2015, I was still doing radio, but then I came up with this web series called Pink 16, and it was a female MC cipher. So I used to just have like females come through. They used to spit 16 bars. We used to edit the video and put it out on YouTube. So that's how I started with my journey. And then I started doing like Pink 16 events. So I used to have females come perform. I had a Pink 16 concert, like just all these females from New York City just come perform, because I felt like, a lot of females don't like working with females. And at that time, there was a lot of females working, but like men weren't putting them like on that platform. Like I used to go to so many different showcases and stuff, but you barely saw any women at these shows. So now it's different. Now girls are like taking over. So I love to see it, But then I started, I had did a radio show back in 2017, and I don't know, it was like day and night. One day I was just like, wow, like I really love music. I'm always around different producers. I'm always around different female artists. You know what? I'm gonna just come out with my own mixtape, like some DJ Khaled shit. But I'm gonna do it for the ladies. I'm gonna do it for females. So I started executive producing. I ended up linking up with Prophecy and my boy T, and they
Shouts
were
to
able to
them.
give me, yeah, they were able to give me production, beats, and then I just basically A&R the whole tape, and we came out with Pink 16 Club Take One. So I had like Bonnie B on there, Billy B on there. I had Rick Woods, Millie D, Jasmine Knight, my girl Miss Leva, my other girl Royalty. So it was a collaborative female tape that I did. A lot of people didn't understand what I was doing at first, because when they came to the listening party and when I put the tape out, they were like, "Oh, that's you," and I'm like, "No, I'm not an artist. I'm not a singer. I'm not a rapper. I'm more of a curator. I executive produced the whole project. I A&R the whole project." So that's been my journey so far. I'm coming out with the next tape this year too. I've been working on the second tape. And I think that I just want to set that platform for women in this industry, because women are super catty and they don't like working together. And I just don't understand why, when we should just be sticking together more and more. I think the male dominated industry has gotten women like super intimidated with working with each other. They feel like, oh, I gotta be that bitch or that number one bitch, and it's like, no, I mean, you could, but we could everybody could be that number one bitch, you know.
That's right.
So that's how Pink 16 came about, more of a creative house for like women in this industry.
That's so fire.
Yeah.
Fire, fire, fire. I love it.
And
And
then I wanted to like train my ear more, so because it was just more like a test run. So it was like, oh, okay, cool, I'm gonna be an executive and just try to put these pieces together. But I didn't really know much of the language when I was in these studios. So then that's when I decided to go back to school for engineering. So now I've been training my ear for the past year, knowing the language at the studio, knowing, you know, basically knowing my shit. So like nobody could tell me shit now.
I love it. Wow, that's so. Rewind a little bit, but that's what I was going to get into. I was going to get into, we always talk about, you know, they always ask the question of, oh, you're a female in the industry and how does it feel and what have you gone through? I want to flip that question. You know,
Okay.
let's put the light on it. What in the industry, what have you loved about being a female in the industry?
I just love the grind, honestly, the grind, the hustle. I love the fact that, you know, I like, it's just, there's so many different things that you can do within this industry. It's not a one set thing. You know, if you have an open mind, it's like, okay, I can do everything. And I think that's been more of my challenge within the past few years. It's like, okay, yeah, I could get you shows, I could book you, I could be an executive, I could be a radio host, I could do this, I could do that. Like, it's just countless things that you can do, especially as a woman. I don't know. You could just be the best. You could just do whatever you want to do. There's not really like a title, unless you just want to be a rapper or you just want to be a singer or an artist in general. Then that's that category. But other than that, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do. You want to be a media host. You want to be a publicist. You want to be, anything, a host, anything.
That's
So I
so
think that's
fire.
what I love about this industry. Yeah, that it's just more about the grind, like just putting your hand and sticking your hand in anything that you can do and just see how it works out. If it doesn't work out, move on to the next thing.
And being a woman right now is, we're
Yeah.
so much more smoother about it, I feel.
Yeah. Thank
You know,
God.
we're not afraid to, just the way we are in the house, that we could cook and clean, and you know what I'm saying, we come into the industry and that's what we're doing a little bit of everything. For me to say I'm a teacher and then I do radio on the side, the kids are like,
It's amazing.
when I tell my students, they're like, oh, you do
What?
what? Like, huh?
Exactly. It's like that's that boss bitch vibes. Like I'm gonna do more than one thing. Like I'm talented, so this is what I'm gonna do. So
That's
I
right.
think I think that's important for being a woman in this industry right now.
And for me, you dipped and dabbed into both type of producers, because you executively produce something, you know what I'm saying? And now you're really getting the ear for it and
Yeah.
learning it and being in the studio. I mean,
And recording these girls now. Before
for
I did what I had my
real.
guys were recording these girls before, and I was like, and I told them that I was like, yeah, next tape watch, I'm gonna be recording these girls. Like, it's gonna be me. They're like, yeah, they were like, yeah, Pinky, oh yeah, that's what's up. But now they're like, wow, I'm so proud of you. Like, you really did that. You really went back to school and said what you was gonna do. So
That's
it's
right.
been a challenge, but I've loved every minute of it. I love my classmates in school too. Like, they're super talented, dope engineers. They're young, so I'm excited. I'm excited for what's to come. I have some other things in the works now too. So hopefully when you guys get to see it by the end of the year, y'all be like, oh shit, Pinky really did a 360.
Like, yo, Pinky, I knew you would.
Yeah, girl.
All right, so let me get into one of my questions here. Your influences. I really want to know who influences you, who has influenced you in the past, present. Talk to me about that.
Okay, my influences. Growing up, honestly, my mom was really close friends with this guy named Gabriel Acevedo, and he's actually now JI's manager. He's always been an influence to me as far as like business wise in this industry because when I was a kid, I used to always see them like, with the celebrities, just but always behind the scene, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I just gravitated to that more on like that boss vibe. I don't really care about being in the scene as much, like if it happens, cool, but that's not what my initial goal is because this my heart is to like really put on for these artists or put on for like women that are in the industry in general. But Gabi, yes, he's definitely one of my influences. As a female, I would have to say Angie Martinez because I always wanted to do radio and be like next to Angie Marr one day. I'm definitely gonna meet her one day. So, and it's cool because when I was younger, I was interning at Hot 97 and I was doing her website. Like I was writing her blogs or whatever. So that was cool. I met her like I didn't officially meet her, but like she waved at me
And
in
I
the
mean, you have
building.
to say you were a part of the character that
Yeah.
made Angie Martinez. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta give
Yeah.
yourself that credit.
So yeah, no, it's been a journey, but it's been amazing. But those have been like my two big influences as far as like just being a boss and just trying to, make it in the industry the right way. I'm not trying to
Yes.
sell my soul, like recently I posted up pictures with like my bikini on. I don't even do shit like that, So but whatever. That's another story.
But it's okay. Sometimes, you come out of your little comfort zone and,
Yeah.
we play a little part of it. I say that to
Yeah.
myself. I post something with a bikini. I'm like, oh my God, one of my students find me. And it's just like,
Yeah.
but at the same time, you
But
can,
sometimes you just want to be like unapologetically yourself and it's okay.
yeah.
Yeah. And I
And
don't discredit
exactly that
like,
point. It's
yeah,
okay to do,
it's okay. Yeah. Because there's so many women that do it and I love their confidence, honestly. Like, I'd be like, damn, like they look good and they out here, they know they look good, but I just be in my little shell sometimes.
No, but I feel like it's with the confidence and just we can also do business and show
Yeah.
up sometimes too.
Right. Especially now.
Tastefully.
Especially
Still do it
now.
tastefully.
Exactly. Especially now. It's like, it's okay. We get a pass.
Yeah, for real,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All right. So when it comes to being a creative, how important is it for you to find the love for it? Because again, going back to the motivation, going back to what is it that keeps you motivated? What is it that keeps you, I'm gonna dip in I'm gonna touch this, I'm gonna do radio, I could do this, I could do that. I want to talk about the love for that.
Yeah. Honestly, it might kind of sound cliche, but I have to leave it to God, girl, honestly, because I feel like there's been plenty of
Love it.
times where I've been frustrated and I'm like, oh, maybe this is just not for me. Like, maybe I need to go find something else to do, whatever.
Yeah,
But
baby, I'm sorry, something you're moving. It's like,
you hear me now?
no, I could clearly hear you, but it's like something that's like clapping with the speaker.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I had my hand on speaker by mistake. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sometimes you get uninspired and you're not motivated because sometimes you want things to happen now, whatever. But like I said, I leave it up to God because I don't know. I just feel like there's like no coincidences. There's been many times where like I felt like I wanted to give up, And then for some reason, another opportunity, boom, comes right there. And it's just like, okay, this is what I'm made to do. So now I'm in the realm where it's like, all right, I just need to work hard, regardless if there's days where I'm frustrated, because this is what I love to do. This is what I'm made to do. This is what God wants me to do. So that's my motivation right there.
I absolutely love that. I'm someone who's extremely faithful, and I totally feel that with timing as well. Timing is everything.
Yeah, it's
Look,
so,
even
so
something you
good with
said
timing.
earlier, you said JI's manager was
Mm-hmm.
somebody, so just the way all those little puzzle
Yeah, it's just
pieces
like all of this
connect,
is not a coincidence, you know.
Yes,
It's not a
exactly.
coincidence that I've been placed and put in position around these people. And I try to do like the 9 to 5. I try to do like, like, oh, maybe this is what's gonna work for me because, radio and media and being an executive is slow, it's not working for me right now. But for some reason, that's just where my heart is at. Like nothing else makes me happy. I can't work at a hospital, work for somebody else. It doesn't make me happy. So it's just like, all right, well, now I just need to grind and hustle for what makes me happy. And eventually God is gonna let me receive it. So I just been, working on that.
So it's that true belief,
Yeah, that
having
true
that.
belief, having that faith, I'm a true believer that it's gonna happen. And
And
it's
it
been
will.
happening, it's been happening. It's like, I'm like I said, I'm not here to be like super famous or whatever, but I do want to influence women worldwide. Like that's just my slogan for Pink 16. And I just want to influence these young girls out here, because sometimes I be seeing some things and these young girls, they have no direction. And it's like,
For
girl,
real.
you could do it. You could do it. Like I'm a regular ass person. You know what I mean? Like I'm a regular ass person, but I'm still doing it. But I'm not out here selling my soul or doing the most because that's what social media or society wants me to do. I'm over here being super regular, but doing what I love to do at the end of the day.
And when it comes to managing women, how has that been for you? Because you've done it with a few, right?
It's been difficult, but I love these girls. Sometimes I think you got to manage somebody that is really ready to be managed. I feel like I haven't been around a female yet that wants to, because again, you could do all of this by yourself. People want to do things independently. People want to just post their stuff on YouTube and stuff like that and feel like they're going to pop. But at the end of the day, there's some type of structure you need to follow, like you still have to keep it old school a little bit to like get to where you want to go. So there's been a few women that I've helped. I've got them gigs. We sat down with different labels and stuff, but didn't work out because sometimes there's other people that are in their ear. They don't want to listen to the manager. They want to listen to their friends or their family members, and that's okay. So I always just keep it cool, calm and collective with them. We still have a great relationship. It's just I feel like, okay, well, management is probably not the best in, like, the best interest for us right now, but we can still be cool. If you need help with anything else, I got you. But I think I'm more of a curator. I think management is not really my thing.
I was gonna say it gotta be hard because managing, we have to be able to get ready to get critiqued and told what to do. And and so, like you said,
Right.
we're in an era right now where it's kind of like, I want to do what I want to do, or I want to, there's so many people who have made it without, but I always feel like but I
Yeah.
always kind of feel there's somebody behind. You know what I'm saying? There's always a team
Yeah,
that goes
there's
behind.
always a team. I mean, granted, you can have a song and it may pop off, and if it pops off, then you sit down with these labels, and then labels like, all right, well, you need a manager to help you with this, and you need a role manager, and you need an assistant, and because you can't do it all by yourself. You want to be the artist, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I feel like when it comes to these up and coming artists, they're not there yet. So it's like they want to do what they want to do. They want to be doing everything, and they feel like they know it all. And in a sense, it's like, it's okay. You have to learn. You have to grow as an artist. You have to figure yourself out. And I'm not going to be here and tell you what to do. Like, I'm not your mom. I'm not going to, I don't want to play that mom role. But there's some times where you have to receive constructive criticism. And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't like that. But me, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it super real with you, and I'm gonna try to say it in the most sweetest way, so nobody gets offended. But people still end up getting offended, like people just be in their feelings.
That's why I asked the question, because I see, like, managing someone, I can't imagine. Like,
Yeah,
managing, I can't imagine.
yeah, even when I'm in the studio, not even managing, if these girls are recording, I'm like, no, do that again. No. So they're like, but I feel like that was nah, you're not hearing it from the outside. Like, I'm telling you, like, you could do it better. Like, and it gets a little frustrating, but then at the end, like, we all just get along.
I could. Oh my.
Yeah.
That reminds me of coaching when I was in cheerleading back in the days, and it was like
Yeah.
the coach would be like, "Do it again," and we're giving our heart out. You
Hard
know what I'm
out.
saying? And we're like 20. We did the routine 20 different times, and it's like,
Yeah.
what the
And I
hell?
honestly, I feel like that's where I got because I used to dance when I was a kid too. I used to dance salsa with this dance group called Dance's Dreams. And my dance director, she used to just mold us like, are you going to get critiqued? We're going to critique you. Like, don't be in your feelings, but you could do better. We used to practice a routine like 40 times in one night. And the next day she will make us practice again. I know that's not it. Do it one more time. Like, so I think I've gotten challenged enough to understand that you just have to work harder. You could do things better. There's always room for more greatness. Like, you don't have to, everybody want to be Jay-Z. That's the problem. They want to think like you get in the booth and that's it and I'm out, whatever. Like, but not everybody's Jay-Z, So
For real. And I
yeah,
think Jay-Z has had his moments too that he wasn't Jay-Z, and he had to sit back and he
exactly.
had to, and it's realizing all those moments to be able to go that mile, to be able to get to that
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah, I feel like you should definitely, especially when it comes to music, music is art and you should take your time with it. I mean, if you want to throw a few things out here and there, like I said, you want it to last long. You want it to be like longevity. And if you make a hit record 20 years from now, you want people to still be bumping to that,
That's
So
right.
that's the goal.
Oh man, but
That's my goal, to make a hit record with one of these girls and put one of these girls on.
oh my God. And that, to me, that's so important because we want longevity,
Yeah.
it's quality over quantity,
Right.
that whole idea. And I feel like that's what we miss from the 90s. That's what
Right.
we're missing. It's not about that the fact that music right now is not good. It's good. But we want a little more of something we could stick to, or something that when I'm down and out and I play my Lauryn Hill that bumped in 1990, you know what I'm saying? Like, it still
Exactly.
gives that same feeling, it still brings
It
me back
does.
to that. Okay, let's say something that healed me. It brings me back to that feeling of
Right.
healing.
And it brings you that memory, and it's just like, oh yeah, I remember what I was doing in this year, or the first day I heard this song. Like, you wanna have that. And the thing is too, music has been oversaturated now too. So it's like there's a lot going on. There's a lot of different music. So the competition has gotten so real, especially with streams and stuff. So I think that's where music had transitioned over the past few years. But I feel like, if you just keep on working, you'll be fine. Like, people like to see worth ethic.
That's right.
Hmm.
And regardless of, again, going back to the hits and all of that, it's about the consistency. Some
Yeah.
people are like, oh, shoot, I've been seeing this girl, whether it is the 3 years later, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, I've been seeing
Right.
her, or I've heard her, or I've seen how she collectively put all these girls together. Let me just see what this is about, because it's something so different. It's something that we haven't heard of. I remember you doing the concert. I was like, that is so fire.
Yeah.
Like, that's not something we get right now.
Yeah.
And
Because
at SOBs, right? You
yeah,
worked with them.
I got the girls their gig at SOBs. They got to perform the songs that was on my tape. They got to perform their songs on their records, and it was cool because a lot of people reached out to them to get them booked everywhere else. And I'm like, that's my main goal, like, just to put you girls on. I'm here just behind the scenes. Like, this is my passion. This is what I love to do. But like, if I can see you girls like blow up, that's gonna make my day.
I love that. I love it, love
Hmm.
it, love it. I mean, I'm totally, totally in love with the fact that you're doing engineering. For me, the sound that goes behind the music, sometimes it's not even about the rap, it's not even about the lyrics at
Yeah,
that point.
it's
Sometimes
the engineering. Yeah, it's
it's about
important.
the beat that goes behind it. And so when it comes to music and knowing your music and knowing beats and rhythms and tapping into the past, are you into that, or are you just into new rhythms and new beats and creating new things?
It's so crazy that you say that. So I've been working with one of my producers friends. He's a guy. Unfortunately, I haven't worked with any female producers yet. I haven't found them yet. like beat makers. But I know they're out there. But I decided, like, bro, I was like listening to freestyle music the other day, and I was like, bro, imagine if we just add some like freestyle as a sample, and then like we just add some like drill in it, like we just slow down the fast pace of the freestyle, and we just add some drill and make the freaking the sample rate just like, you know, lower, and it's gonna sound fire. And he's like, oh my god, like you really about to, you want to start some new shit. And I'm like,
Let's
yeah, that's
go.
the go. Like nobody has done that yet, let's do it. Like, you know. So
And that was such a good time of music. Freestyle,
yeah,
something that,
it was beautiful. And I'm surprised that nobody has really tapped in yet with the freestyle, like bringing that kind of back, because it's not like we have to be like a new freestyle, but
seriously.
you could make it into like this modernized hip hop that's going on right now.
Look at reggaeton and where it's at.
Exactly.
You know,
Like
and
there's
that
now
was,
this Latin trap. Now it's like Latin trap. This
yeah.
you know, like that's what's considered the new reggaeton. So
And pop too. The fact that
yeah.
we got Bad Bunny getting hits and Rolling Stone is talking about him. Like, I mean, that's huge.
Oh yeah, he's a superstar. He's a pop star.
Oh
Like,
my God, I love him.
no, yeah, I love him too. And he definitely broke the barrier for like male artists in general. Like the dude fucking paint his nails, wear whatever the fucking want, and you can't say nothing bad about Bad Bunny because he is fire. Like
You know,
he's a rock star. He's a
it brings
superstar.
me
Like
back to all those artists like Michael Jackson, Prince, Marilyn
right.
Manson. You know, it does bring back that whole imagery, and it's art. You know,
It's art at the
yeah,
end of
you
the
guys can
day.
get caught up in whatever you want. Call me whatever you want with my nails. It's art. For him, he knows he looks good with it, and he wants to play with it. You know?
Yeah, and he wants to play with it. And you know what? At the end of the day, it works for him, and it could be like his marketing scheme, and that's why people are going to gravitate and listen to his music even more. But then so be it. Like he found
That's
his
right.
remedy. So I guess that's what you got to find, like your remedy, what works for you. And just like I said, be unapologetically yourself, and that's it at all times.
So can you give us a tease on what's to come for Pinky?
Okay, so
Miss
I'm going
McCoy.
to
I really like the McCoy. You need to
thank
stay
you.
on
Yeah.
that part of the name more.
Yeah, I know. Before I used to have like hashtag Miss McCoy. So this is sometimes I bump into people and they'll be like Miss McCoy.
I
I
love
love
Miss
it. Yeah,
McCoy.
yeah. So I'm just dropping another tape, a 4-track EP. Again, it's gonna be Pink 16 Club Take 2. So I'm working on more of like the drill and trap vibe with these other females. I have Prada Mama on it, Bonnie B, my girl Daj. Um, I'm waiting on response from 2 more artists. We'll see how that goes. But my goal is to put it out by December. So that's what we're working on now.
I'm so excited.
And then I graduate in October. Thank you, Jesus.
And I'm gonna be waiting for that new sound. You know why? I need to go visit you at the studio and watch you work. I would really love that.
I would love that. You could come, girl. Come anytime. I be super chill. I don't smoke or drink anymore. I left that all behind. I used to smoke so much. But I don't know. I woke up one day like, fuck this shit. So I don't smoke and drink anymore. The girls still smoke, they drink, they party and stuff. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, you can come, bring your wine, bring your drinks, whatever. Just we vibe out, we listen to the music, and you can see me engineer.
I wanted to bring that up too. I saw you go on that journey, where you tap back into your religion and you stopped doing all the party things, and that's a true blessing to see. That's
it feels
so
really
motivating. Good. And talk to me about it.
Yeah, so I had gotten saved last year in June. I think it was June 30th. Ended up getting saved by my fellow Christians. I go to Trinity Harlem, this church in Harlem, and I felt like for a long time I was like in a really broken place. You get caught up in this realm and you feel like you need to do worldly things because that's what society wants you to do to try to fit in and stuff. And I got caught up in a lot of bullshit, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy for a long time. Up until I started going to church again. And then it was just like the Holy Spirit got inside of me, girl. So I got saved last June, but I was still going through the transition. I was still smoking and still partying here and there. But then I don't know, like this year I got to a point, COVID kind of got me to the point of like, all right, what do you really want to do? You really need to focus, because what you're doing is working, but it's really not working. So you need to do whatever's going to make you feel happy and sane again. So like I just stopped. I don't know. It was just like I started out as a cleanse, like, oh, I'm gonna just go through a cleanse like for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I have not picked it up ever since. I have not wanted to smoke. I have not been wanting to drink. I'll drink wine here and there when I'm with my girls. They call me the grandma of the crew, but it's okay. They still love me. Yeah, it's all good. I feel like if I'm going out, it's for purpose now. It's not just to like party and turn up. I feel like I did that already. You know, in my roaring 20s, it's just like I turned up so many times. So, you know, it's time to like, you know, regroup and do whatever I got to do. All that partying and stuff is cool for people who want to do it.
That's right.
I just chose like, you know, I don't judge. So it's like, whatever you want to do is cool. I'm just not doing that. It's all, I'm good on that.
I love
it's been a beautiful journey. I pray to God every day. I worship. You know, I don't have no embarrassment about it. Some people are closed off about talking about God and how God makes them feel and stuff, which kind of makes me feel like, well, it's a positive thing, you know. You start talking about God to people and they're like, nah, you gotta stay away or whatever. And I'm like, all right, well, it's just a positive thing. That's all I gotta say.
It's funny too, because I feel like now people take it more as like universe and energy, and I'm like, all right, if that's what you want to call it, but there's a greater power that I call my God.
Yeah, exactly. And like whatever you want to call, whatever you feel like makes you feel better, you know, because some people are, you know, they just are probably confused, or they feel like they don't know the unknown and stuff. And that's when when you tap in and it's like, all right, but I have faith and my God wants me to have faith, you know? So that's where you have to like tap in. But people, you know, people have different religions, different beliefs, and I'm not about to argue because I believe in what I believe in.
That's right. Yeah. And what works for you. But I'm the same way. I feel like, you know, there's truly a greater power out there. And what better feeling than to leave your worries in the hands of
the
God.
Lord.
Like, what better feeling? I don't have to go to sleep with all this weight on my chest. I don't have to, because I'm praying it off. And I know that regardless of how it plays out, whether it's what I want or not, it's what was supposed to happen. And
it's supposed to happen that way, right? It's all in God's plan. You have to follow God's plan and his purpose for you. And that's why we were talking about earlier, like, well, you know, what motivates you? And I said God, because it's like, it's been plenty of times where I wanted to give up, and then something happens where it's like an opportunity in this industry, and it's like, all right, God, this is what you want me to do? Okay, you got it. Like, I'm gonna work harder.
I love it. I truly love it. And I really, really, really love how you follow your heart. That's what this is all about.
And you have to be a
passionate soul, and I love everything you're doing, and I'm here for it.
Jacina. I love everything you're doing too. Like, you know, you're for the community, you know what I mean? Like, and I love everything that you do. So that's why I can't wait for us to link up. Maybe we can do some shit together.
I can't wait. And speak to you really soon, because I mean, we're doing okay in New York, so maybe we should take advantage as the numbers are low. We don't know when the wave is coming again.
Girl, like I said, I got God. Like this hasn't put fear in my heart. I've been doing what I had to do. You know, like sometimes
and just being safe and being safe. You know, you gotta be safe about it. That's right.
Wash your hands. The shit that we should have been doing in the beginning, anyways.
Seriously. And we already gave up the partying. I really was never about the partying.
Me either.
I feel like with the radio stuff, it's taking me some time, because I've never found the reason. Like, okay, so in order to get hired for a job, you have to see me partying every day.
Right.
Wow. That work ethic didn't work with me. You know, so now that everybody's a little more laid back, I'm like, you see, guys, now we can just work.
It's like, you see, like, join the grandmas of the crew. It's okay.
For real, it's all good. And our energy is popping anyway. Don't matter what we're not.
It doesn't matter.
Miss McCoy, baby. Thank you so much for this. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you, you too. God bless you.
Graduation too.
Just wait on it, girl.
I'm so proud of you, baby. I'm so proud of everything you're doing. And I look
so
forward
much.
to just building with you.
Yes, me too. And I'm proud of you. God bless you. May you be protected and guided at all times.
Thank
And
you
we will
so
definitely
much.
link. We'll link before the year ends, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm going to go out there to see you.
Yeah. All right, boo.
Bye,
Bye. God
beautiful.
bless you.
Same
Stay
here. God
blessed.
bless you, baby.
Bye.